Hey everyone, it's me, Fugly Frank. Sorry I'm a little late to the party on this one. What I want to talk about today is Groundhog Day. And I'm not talking about the critically acclaimed movie Groundhog Day starring Bill Murray. I'm talking about the B-list holiday. It's on the same level as Flag Day and President's Day. Before I move forward, I do want to say, if you've seen the movie Groundhog Day, that shit's legit. I lived that for about 10 years back in the 60s. Except for mine wasn't due to mystical magic to make me a better person. It was due to the copious amount of substances I consumed. It was fucking crazy. Now, onto the holiday, Groundhog's Day. Like I said, labeled probably easily a C-list holiday. I think it should be an A tier, up there with Christmas and Thanksgiving and Hanukkah and all that. Hanukkah's an American holiday, if you don't travel. I don't know if you know about this, but it's fucking crazy, and it's a very good kept secret. They dress up and they act like it's not that big a deal, but it is. We have this groundhog that lives in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, named Phil, and this fucker predicts the weather. Just no one talks about it. They act like it's a big game, just a big goof, like ha ha ha, look at this groundhog. He says that there's gonna be an early spring, which is what he predicted this year. And they act like it's a big joke. This is a serious thing. The fucking weathermen can't even predict the weather half the time. But we have a large rodent that can. And then through further research, I discovered he's been doing this since 1887. We have a fucking immortal groundhog. What? He predicts it right 30% of the time? Chris, that's not the fucking point. The point is the immortality of this fucking groundhog. And he's living in Pennsylvania, which is arguably top 5 worst state in America. Right behind Oklahoma, New Jersey, Indiana, and Missouri. If you live in any of those 4 states, or Pennsylvania, I'm sorry, but you know it's true. Why is nobody talking about this 137-year-old groundhog? They only live to be like 15, if they're fucking lucky. Most of the time it's like 2 or 3 years. This was 137, and we just keep him locked up in a cage. They literally parade him out at this place called Gobbler's Knob once a year. It's like, I'm guessing, poke him with a stick and say, hey, fuckface, what's the weather gonna be this year? And he's like, I guess it's gonna be a long winter. I go, that's not what we wanted to hear. Get back in the fucking box. We need to get PETA involved. PETA needs to go to Pennsylvania and save this immortal groundhog. What? There's multiple groundhogs? Chris, that's not how it works. His name's Punxsutawney Phil. There's no, like, the second, third, or anything. Even, like, the University of Georgia, their mascot's name's Ugga. Clever name. But he's like Ugga the 18th or some bullshit like that. I don't know, and I'm too lazy to look it up. But the number signifies how many there have been. And this Phil guy has no number at the end of his name, which means he's the original. Whatever needs to happen, though, Phil needs to be rescued. He can't live his entire immortal life in a box and then get poked with a stick and told to predict the weather. It's not right, and Fugly Frank does not endorse animal violence. What'd you say, Chris? No, that sounds like big government lies. I'm not trying to sound like Cletus, but Chris here just said it's just a goofy American tradition that we follow. Which, if that's the case, that is the stupidest fucking tradition I've ever heard of. What, we just go capture a random groundhog and then, like, here he is, this is fucking Phil. No, that's fucking stupid. No, he's definitely immortal, and he definitely needs to be rescued. Phil, if you're listening to this, don't worry. I'm coming to get you. I'll see you guys later.